Hey, what's up guys? It's AFK Denver. How are y'all guys doing today? Let me know in the comments section. And today I have for y'all an absolute banger of a story. And today's story is actually sent in from one of my subscribers on Discord. So y'all aren't in my Discord, go ahead and make sure y'all join it. And y'all already know what the story's gonna be from the title. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. So, like I said, in many of my other stories, I tell the stories from my subscribers' perspective because that's usually how they're told to me. So it's just easier for me to do it that way. And yeah, so today's story takes place last summer, and last summer I was like in that phase where like I had just started smoking weed, so I was like really into smoking weed, and that's like all I really wanted to do with my life. So yeah, I had this friend, and for this story we are going to call this friend Austin. And Austin and me, we were just sitting around at my house, and we got some money with us. We got about $40 in total. And we're just like, hey, well, we should go get some weed. So, the issue with getting weed for me is that I live in a small town, and I live like on the outskirts of the small town. So, it's not too easy just to go like get some weed, because someone's got to make that fat drive, and it's either got to be you or the plug, and most of the times the plug don't really want to go on like a 30-minute road trip just to go sell a 15-year-old weed. So I had this issue a lot, but this day it was a little bit different because my brother was home. So my brother, he could come help me out a little bit. So, he was like, alright, I'll drive y'all to town. So then me and my friend, we get super happy, and we go and tell my parents that we are going to go ride go-karts around, up and down the roads around my house, and we're just going to go hang out over there. And they're just like, oh, okay, that sounds good. So then my brother, he gets in his truck, we get on the go-kart, we ride down around the roads, and then we load up the go-kart, we get in his truck, and we start heading towards town. And the plug that we were going to get some weed from, he's basically like, alright, meet me at the dollar store. And for those of y'all who don't know too much about small towns, there is a dollar store on every fucking corner. So we go to the dollar store that was closest to us, assuming that'd be the one he'd be at, and no, it wasn't. So then we end up having to go to the other dollar store. He wasn't there either. So we go to the third dollar store. Finally find the guy walking down the street. So then we pull in. We do the little random drug deal on the side of the road in the middle of a construction area. And then we start heading back home. So, we get back home, and we're just like, alright, we're chilling. We go and we smoke a little bit, and then we're just like, alright, we'll save the rest for later. So then we're sitting there and we're saving it for later, and then later comes on, and it felt really good outside because it was summer, guys. So my brother comes up with this genius idea of, hey, let's go camping in some tents in the backyard. And me and my friend, we were like, fuck yeah, dude, that's gonna be great. We get to stay up all night, and we'll be pretty, So we go, and we ask my parents, and they're like, yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Do whatever you want. And they're like, yeah, that sounds fine. And then we're basically just setting up all afternoon, planning, so then we can go have fun that night outside. So we get tents, we get like extension cords running out windows, we get all this stuff set up and ready. And then there was one issue. My parents, they're not really the type of people who just go inside and relax after work. They're more the type of people who like stay outside and like chat it up with their friends and like just find something to do outside all the time. They're never really inside. So we had to sit out there and we had to wait for them to go inside. But this night it felt a little bit weird because it's like they just never went inside. We kept seeing like the lights onto all the buildings that are around our house like on and stuff. So we were just like, okay, they're still outside somewhere. We hear like trucks moving, and we're just like, dang, well, when are these idiots gonna go inside? And then, we had like a little bag of weed with us, and you could definitely smell it. So we're just sitting there and we're like, okay, we're just not gonna have this on us if they come to like check up on us, because you know that sounded like something that was probably gonna happen. My parents come check on us, yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. We thought that we heard someone running over towards us to like come check up on us. So I do the most genius thing, and I tried to hide the weed, and you know, I was already a little bit, you know, so I was chilling, and I already had a little bit of, you know, hard time remembering stuff tonight. So I tried to like hide the weed over by this fence underneath some grass. And, you know, I definitely didn't remember where that stuff went. So when we realized that nobody was coming to check up on us, we're just like, okay, well, let's go get it again. Let's go like smoke it up, man. Come on, let's go have a good night. I mean, it seems like everybody's went inside. We're probably chilling. We're probably just paranoid. So that's what we do. But when we go to find the weed, I'm like, oh shit. And I lost it completely, and I'm just walking around, moping around, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I just kept on apologizing. I felt so bad about it, guys. But luckily, we end up finding it. And, you know, we walk, like, across this field. There was, like, a random field at my neighbor's house because, like I said, I live in a small town. I live kind of on the outskirts of town. So, there was this field, and it had, like, this truck in it. So, we were sitting on the back of this random dude's truck in this random dude's field, just smoking it up. And I also had a little Black and Mild with me this night. And like I said, it was me, my friend, and my brother, and I didn't really want the black because I kind of went through this phase last summer where, like, I don't know, I was just in love with cigars, but, like, I was getting out of that phase at this point, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want that. So then my brother, he takes it, and he smokes the entire thing himself, and he's just sitting there, and he's smoking this entire black, and I look over there after like a couple bowls of us hitting. Bruh is smoking straight plastic. You know the plastic tip on the end of the Black and Mild? Yeah, he is inhaling that shit. He thinks it tastes good. He's vibing. So then we're just like, hey, man, that's probably really fucking unhealthy. I mean, you've went through the entire thing. You might as well just like toss it. So after like arguing with him on if he was supposed to smoke the plastic for like a minute straight, he finally agrees with us and he tosses it. And you know, we go on and we have a good rest of the night. And you know, unlike most of my stories, this story actually ended good for my subscriber. He ended up not getting caught, ended up just having a fun time with his friends, but he did end up losing the weed. But you know, they found it and they kicked it for the rest of the night. And if y'all guys enjoyed that story, make sure to let me know by leaving a like, pressing that subscribe button. If y'all got any crazy stories y'all would like me to tell on the channel, join my Discord and tell me in there, or just tell me in the comments section. You know, either way, I'll get to them. And if they're solid and long enough, I will make a video on them. So I hope y'all guys have a good rest of y'all's night. Make sure to join my Discord. Make sure to subscribe for more daily story time and other types of commentary content. And goodbye, guys. Have a good night. Bye.